Yeah, it's that time of the night. It's the underground sessions. We got artists breaking through, talented artists that we're co-signing and that we're supporting here on the show. Another man that has stepped through, very talented. We've got a catalogue of his CDs here, so you know he's been working hard. I'll let him introduce himself.
Rags. What's going on, Life FM? Shouts out to DJ Bones, Mr. 13. Give thanks for my family just introducing me and bringing me through. It's Raggo Zulu Rebel, aka Jah Messenger.
All right, brother. So obviously we know a lot about your journey and the struggle you've been doing and putting out your music and whatnot. But just to the people that don't know about all these CDs you've been dropping, all the videos you've been dropping and whatnot, just give them a little background of what you've been up to in the last couple years and the background of how you got into MCing and whatnot, man.
Oh boy, Raggo Zulu Rebel. Man just heard the Fugees album one day, back in the day, and I was like, boy, it's all about this bars thing. But yeah, man's Jah Messenger, and Jah is life. So, and love, and we're on Life FM, so we're just spreading the message of life and love wherever we go. I got enough albums. I got 3 albums out. The latest one that is called Return of Jah Messenger. Use up, we're just playing the single off that. You get me? I got a new single out today, Fire Bun, off the album. Go check that out. It's on YouTube. RasTafari. Shouts out to my brother RasTafari. Yeah, but we're just pushing music and we're trying to make connections because this thing ain't all about fame and you know all the gas. Yeah, shouts to the people doing their thing and getting ahead and making their progression in that, but that ain't my trod in life. So we're trying to make connections. So if you're out there and you want to connect, holler at a brother. Raggo Zulu Rebel. Whatever the case may be. Whatever they got, there's a Raggo Zulu Rebel one. Shout me, I'm there in it. I'm all about connecting. So.
All right, definitely, man. So you touched on it there. Obviously, you're trying to bring a different kind of movement to certain things that are out there in the mainstream at the moment. So just give the people a little idea, the message behind your stuff. It's not just any music. There's a substance to it. You know, there's a purity to it. So just give the people a little idea of where you're coming from, what you're trying to put out there, what you're trying to be known for, man.
As I was saying before, it's love, yeah? But it's not no fantasy love. It's not no, oh, darling, I love you, like, yeah, kind of thing. It's all about love and respect, because respect is the basic foundation of love for oneself, and then it reflecting on your attitude to the rest of mankind and the rest of life. You get me? So that's what Raggo Zulu Rebel is really about. You get me? Making people just reflect and recognize themselves first and foremost, and then everything else will come after. Like long time Rastaman told you, seek Jah first, and you have to look in yourself to find it. If you can't find nothing in yourself, you won't find nothing externally. So it's all about self-reflection. That's the thought for today. Jerry's thought for today is self-reflection.
Without a doubt, no, we definitely feel that in the music, without a doubt. It throws it out there, asks certain questions, and I think that's what good hip-hop music, good music in general should do, you know what I'm saying? Not just all that about that party vibe and whatnot. It's, you know, a little educational vibe, a little kind of spiritual vibe as well, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, obviously you talked about that, you know, the religious and spiritual methods as well that you kind of help you with the music and whatnot. So on that kind of background, where you coming from with that, man?
Anyone that knows Raggo Zulu knows, say, man, is a Rastafari. You get me? Man represent His Majesty, like, man, a Jah Messenger. So the connotations of being Jah Messenger take it back to Rastafari as a culture. It's not really a religious thing. It's more of a spiritual thing. As I said, we're just dealing with life and love, and it's a cultural aspect. We're not really trying to kill nothing. We're just trying to promote life production over life reduction, you know? Because that's a lot of these forces out there. That's their aim in the end, is to bring down life. It's death. But we don't mix in nothing to do with death. We want life. More babies, more people, more families, you know? More construction, more communities. That's what we're all about. Growth, progression, upfulness. So that's what we're dealing with, manners and principle, still.
Love that, without a doubt, man. Loving the energy right now in the studio, man. So obviously, just to take it back, and you spoke a little bit about your influences, first getting into the rappers, and you know, putting the words together, constructing yourself as an MC. But what kind of influenced you? Is it a US thing or a UK thing? Like, what kind of, when you was first, you know, putting pen to paper, what was the kind of music you was listening to? What kind of, you know, what kind of motivated you at the time?
The first thing I started really writing to, yeah, was the Fugees thing. But then after that, it was all about, I'm not gonna lie, it was about the Puff, P. Diddy and the family. That album had me gassed into the bad boy. Take that, it's clean. But there's better other artists, man. You know, your KRS's and your Cool G's and from, as I said, from them times, I always loved the Locks. D-Block. Like, it's a bit gully in that, but that's just the vibration. Because as much as man's dealing with the love, I'm there in the streets with the people, you get me? I'm not, enough man get kind of a little bit bossy and get forward in their career and separate from the people. Man are there in the road. So shout out to my brethren Street Souls, because the metaphor is there, innit? The soul, we got the soul, it's a spiritual thing, but we're there in the streets. You get me? So yeah, we're just doing this thing. Who else do we listen to? We listen to a lot of different American artists, but right now, ain't even about America, bruv. Everyone in America's over here. It's all about the UK. So man will be, if you check a lot of the artists that man is working with, like I did a thing today with my brother Natty Kush from Rebel Lions. They're a young little movement coming up, just promoting their thing. Rebel Lions of Creation. You always see me there with my brother Big Cakes, Cyclonius, TB Tuberculosis. Mr. 13, he gave me his album today. It's looking fresh. Came out Friday the 13th, so grab one. And it's free. You get me? Like, man's on my kind of vibration, because we just want to spread this message. So, yeah. Man like Dirty Yurch, producing a lot of things for me right now. And also the Lyrical Fire's there. There's a bag of artists. I could be here all day, but just know it's the UK thing. If you go on your phone and Google or YouTube, put in UK Hip Hop 2012, that's what it's about right now, really. Yeah, so...
Yeah, no, definitely, man. Kind of staying on that point right now. I know you're a man who works with a lot of artists. You're well involved in the UK hip-hop scene, man. So just the people that may not, you know, they get a bad idea of it, or they may not think that it's strong at the moment. You know, they might see a couple people breaking through that are not to their taste, and they don't think it's represented well or whatever. You know, I always say to people, dig a little bit deeper. But what would you say to someone, you know, who loves hip-hop but is not convinced on the UK hip-hop side of things? Where would you say them to look, and what would you advise someone like that to do, man?
Well, the first thing that just popped in my head, just now as you said it, was go listen to Malik MD7, Dream Within a Dream, yeah? Like, man don't mess with no pyramid, not even a Toblerone or something, so yeah? So, bars for bars, real recognize real, that's a big something. Yeah, and just whatever you find on the YouTube after that, keep clicking. Get me? Seeking you shall find. It's just put in the front of your mind. If you want, I deal with the laws of attraction, so think real UK hip-hop hard shit, and that will drop into your lap tomorrow morning, you get me? Or you could just put in my name and see what happens in it. See what happens.
Yeah, without a doubt. Just ending out before we get into some bars and a bit more music from the man himself. Just give them all the social networks and what that. You know, I know you touched on it earlier, just to remind them and let them know. Obviously, you got all these CDs where they can go and find that online as well, man.
You can get the latest album, The Return of Jah Messenger. That's what man is pushing right now. You can get that one on iTunes and Amazon. It's 46 tracks for $6.99. Man is trying to outsell everyone in this thing, bro. You get me? As much as it's all love, it's all about the hustle. You get me? Like, everything else has been free, but this is the one thing man is really selling. So if you like the thing or anything else you've seen of me, go and get 46 of my hardest and my latest things for $6.99. Come on, you can't get a better deal than that. And yeah, you can catch man on Twitter, Raggo Zulu Rebel, Reverb Nation, Raggo Zulu Rebel, SoundCloud, and check out the album there. You got the whole thing there. Play it, preview it, see what you think, or the whole of the first disc. It's a double album. Mama's on my 2-pack shit. You get me? It's a double album, so check out the first side of the disc, the Old Testament, on SoundCloud. Or if you really want to holler at me direct, Facebook, Jah Messenger 7. Just Wagwan Zulu, Wagwan. What's going on, fam? Yeah, so that's...
All right, without a doubt, man. So we got Raggo Zulu Rebel in the studio. It's lifefm.co.uk. You know how we do it, all about representing that UK hip-hop talent. It's the Underground Sessions. We just been through an interview. You can see the man is talking sense. He's got that energy. He's got a vibe about him that we definitely respect and support here on the show. We're going to play some more music, Bonesy, and we're going to get into some bars from the man himself, the main event. So stay tuned. Big shout out to everyone locked on. It's much love. It's much love.